So UWS has 5 campuses, 4 based in the west of Scotland, which is the ones we'll be covering in just a moment. And also we do have a campus based in London, but this is for more postgraduate degrees, so the degrees you would do after completing your undergraduate degree. So UWS has fantastic overall student satisfaction, 100% in those subjects. Also, we are placed in the world's top 600 universities in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, and also ranked top 250 in the world for the Young University ranking. So Young University is a university under 50 years of age. We have an award-winning student support team which help you find work placements and support you all the way throughout your university journey. We have a fantastic Students Association, or Students' Union as it can be called as well. Our Lanarkshire campus won a fantastic award from the Guardian University Awards because it's powered by 100% renewable energy. Also, our teacher education degree was ranked first in the whole of the UK in the Guardian University Guide. So we'll be looking at our 4 Scottish campuses: Paisley, Lanarkshire, Ayr and Dumfries. And as I mentioned, we'll be saying some facts about each campus, a bit about the accommodation, and also what you can study at these campuses as well. So Paisley is our biggest campus with around 10,000 students, based in Scotland's largest town, Paisley, which is only around 10 minutes away from Glasgow city centre on the train. So it's easy to get there and back to Scotland's biggest city, and Glasgow is our hub city for really all of our campuses, as it's the major city nearby the UWS campuses. All UWS students have free access to the gym, and this does apply to all campuses. So whether you want to continue a healthy lifestyle or start one at university, you have the opportunity to use a gym, go to fitness classes and much more, free of access if you are a UWS student. So the Paisley campus has modern facilities for engineering, computing and physical science courses. So now I'm going to a bit more in depth about accommodation. So starting from £93 to around £157 per week. Now this can vary depending on where the accommodation is, if it's university owned, also what type of accommodation it is. So usually have single and ensuite rooms, and also studio room, which I will go over in the next slide, which has studio accommodation available. So a single room is where you'll get your bed, desk, chair, dresser drawers, etc. But you will be sharing facilities such as a bathroom and also your kitchen as well. I always feel like it's good to share a kitchen anyway, because you get to know people, socialize and even cook with them as well. An ensuite room has your bathroom facilities or your shower facilities and your sink in your room already. So obviously they're a bit more expensive, but you will be sharing the kitchen still. So these can vary in price per year. So that £93 may be inaccurate as of speaking, because it does change every year, and it's the same with other Scottish universities as well. Each residence has a social space for students. So I have a pool table, a big TV for a movie night if you want to whack on a movie, things like that, just to make sure you are socializing with the people, not just in your flat, but also in the building as well. And the rent in your first year, especially if it's university owned or a private residence accommodation, it usually has all bills and internet included. So that means your gas, electricity, water, and obviously your internet are all included in the price. And usually you would get your living costs or your living loan from the student finance company, and you'll use that loan to pay for your accommodation each semester. So from September to December, January to around April, and then April to around May, June, depending on how long you need to stay at the university. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how accommodation works, and it's very similar all the way throughout Scottish universities. So what can you study at Paisley? So obviously I won't go through all the courses available because we'll be here all day, but technology and computing is the big one at Paisley. So computer game design, computer animation, computing science, then you've got physical and chemical sciences, so your chemistry, maths, physics, and even forensic science as well. Also, you've got a unique double, or it's one degree but taught at 2 campuses. So the physical science side is taught at Paisley, so that would be your mathematics, your physics or your chemistry, and then the education side is done at our Ayr Campus. So you actually have to travel to both campuses, which is around half an hour on the train, so it's not that far. But you become a fully qualified teacher to teach in Scotland if you undergo that 4-year course, which is fantastic. So you've got the business degrees, which are at Paisley, so business and finance, HRM, marketing, events, social sciences, which is criminal justice with police and psychology, social science, social work. And you've got all your engineering disciplines at Paisley exclusively, so civil, chemical, aircraft, and mechanical. Then you have nursing, which is all the way throughout our campuses because it's a very popular degree at UWS. If you do want to become an adult or mental health nurse, there are fantastic degrees to undertake as well. So our Lanarkshire campus, which I have mentioned about briefly already. So I've mentioned that it's powered by 100% renewable energy by using the local wind farms nearby, which is fantastic. There's around 4,000 students at this £110 million campus. So it's ultra modern. It only opened in 2018, so it's still very, very new. So it has ultra modern facilities for sports, nursing, and science. Also, if you do want to take your car up, and you can actually park on campus, there's 1,000 secure car parking spaces which are available for students and staff free of charge. Also, we do have accommodation, but it's actually a privately owned hall, so we don't own that accommodation, but we do have a strong partnership link with them, so we know it's a fantastic accommodation to choose. So ensuite, we know what that is, but a studio room is one that I mentioned before. So a studio room is essentially having everything all in one room. So it's the ultimate privacy. You'll have your bedroom, your kitchen, and your bathroom all in that one room. You may have to just share the building with other people who may have studio flats, but everything is in that one flat. So you can imagine that is the most expensive option, but obviously it's your personal preference and see how much that would cost to do. So 24/7 security around the residence. This includes all university owned residences, and private residences much like this will have 24/7 security. So it'll have a security man always on there, CCTV around the place to make sure that you're safe whilst you're staying there. So you can have different type of contracts. So a usual academic year is around 38 weeks. So it can depend on how long your course is, or if maybe you'll have exams or assignments due in later than other courses. So have a check on how long your course may be, and then you can actually book a contract which is suitable for you. And a lot of, especially university owned accommodation, is very flexible in terms of your contract. And if you do want to stay over summer, maybe have a work placement, or you just want to stay and explore Scotland a bit more for the summer, you can extend your contract to a longer term. So gym and social areas included in that accommodation, but also a fantastic gym free of charge to use if you're a UWS student at the Lanarkshire campus as well. So what can you study at Lanarkshire? So the major differences is the life sciences. So you've got a lot more on offer here. Biomedical science, bioscience, zoology, forensics, biomedical science, etc. And also paramedic science, which is a new course at UWS where you can become a fully qualified paramedic. Also, we've got our sports coaching, sports development, and sports and exercise science at the Lanarkshire campus, as we have fantastic modern facilities for that. Nursing, so along with adult and mental health nursing, is midwifery as well. And cybersecurity is exclusively done at our Lanarkshire campus as well. And you've got the business, and then this sociology pathway for the social sciences is done at Lanarkshire. Next is our beautiful Ayr campus, which is on the west coast of Scotland, so right near the beach. And you can see there's a beautiful picture there of Ayr Beach during a sunset. So it's a 4,000 students at this campus, and it's an £81 million investment into the campus, which is right by the River Ayr. And it's only a 10-minute walk from the lovely town centre and obviously the beautiful Ayr Beach. I actually went back last September on a lovely sunny day, and it was fantastic. So definitely experience that whilst you're outside of your studying. Then high quality facilities cover performance, media, film, music, broadcasting, education, and healthcare. So accommodation is around £111 to £157 per week. Ensuite and studio flats are available. So the accommodation is right next to the main campus building, which is fantastic. Just means you can roll out of bed, get changed, and go to your lectures and seminars quite easily. So Do have a look and see where the accommodation is, because some accommodation may be a couple of miles out, so you may have to get public transport or walk or cycle in. So do have a look, because a lot of first year accommodation is on campus. So residence assistants organise social events throughout the year. So these assistants essentially organise social events all throughout the year, which just keeps you involved in the university life and getting to know loads of new people. So what can you study at Ayr? So from the facilities that I mentioned, it obviously covers a lot more creative, and such as broadcast production, commercial music, new media art, journalism, filmmaking, screenwriting and performance. Also, we have a one-of-a-kind degree in Scotland, our sports coaching and development. Also, our #1 ranked primary education degree, along with childhood studies, also chemistry with education, physics with education, maths with education, where the education side will be taught at the Ayr Campus and alongside our nursing degrees as well. Last but not least is Dumfries Campus. So it's a very small campus based in rural Scotland, only has about 500 people, or UWS students, at a shared 85-acre estate. So it's something if you want a bit of a different university life, because it's situated in rural Scotland, so it's around a 30-minute walk to the town centre, but it is very, very picturesque, beautiful place to live. And I'll be frank, not many people go to this campus. A lot of people from Dumfries or maybe from Carlisle, so near the English border, do come up and study in Dumfries, but do have a look. And if you are interested in a more rural university life and interested in nursing, social work or management, this one may be for you as well.